dismantled Barcelona central attack. Wonderful ball ditched to the back of the lane, and Torres absolutely bullets this one home. The Basque International is perfection with it. Here's the razzle, there's the dazzle. No chance for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. There'll be questions. Where was Nelson Semedo on that back post? I believe that might have been his man. But out wide on that other side, Phil, skipping around him, I didn't see anything wrong with that goal. It's a wonderful strike and an absolute, thoroughly deserved exclamation point to the way Arasate's man has started this game.
Well, we saw Jimmy Avila last year at Huesca, who did go down, but not before thrilling the fans. And Avila was one of the big reasons Osasuna bought him away for a little over $3 million, and it's looking like money well spent. Good work by Avila to keep the ball alive and then deliver a perfect ball to the back post.
Absolutely.
And now
goal by Avila. That was disappointing.
See it again, Phil, as you make that point, and it
Damn.
turned out to be the exclamation point. But Avila out wide, it was not a lazy ball. It was not a slap shot into the area after he skipped by Jordi Alba. He picked his man out, in my opinion. When we see it again, you'll be able to see he identifies it really quickly. As Vidal and Rakitic, in order to look sadly on. What a bad start for Barcelona, but a dream start for Osasuna.
All right, so Barcelona got to fight back here, down 1-0 right off the start.
First shot of the game doesn't stop till it hits the back of the net.
It may have been the first shot of the game.
Just going to have to be patient. Barcelona not doing much here.
Surprise in a manner in which Osasuna started. You got to have the right attitude immediately out of the traps against the club.
I love listening to Ray Hudson. Ray Hudson is my favorite color commentator of all time. He's my absolute favorite. The words that he uses, the energy that he brings to the match, I love it. La Liga is not the same without Ray Hudson commentating. It was a good goal by Osasuna, but I mean, whatever. We'll give those up sometimes. Our defense is going to have to work things out because we're looking pretty sketchy. We played, I mean, it was a loss, but we actually defensively played the best against Atletico Bilbao. And then Betis, we gave up 2 goals.
Last week against Betis, even without Messi and Suarez and Dembele, mentioned it was maybe closer than the 5-2 scoreline shows, but it was still Barcelona at its best that we've seen for a while. Osasuna proving to be a little harder.
Yeah, away from home, taking on a slightly different complexion. Barcelona, and without the medicine man to turn to, it's always going to be a tough.
Yeah, this is going to be tough with no Leo, no Suarez, no Dembele. We really need these youngsters to step up, and I don't know if they have the experience to break down a team like Osasuna, who's now going to sit back with 9, 10, 11 players behind the ball. Right now they're keeping their forward up as an outlet, but we're 10 minutes in. As the match goes on, they're going to keep dropping back, especially now that they have this 1-0 lead. It was deserved. It was a good goal. Nothing you can do about it.
Dramatic loss to Athletic Club of Bilbao. Seemed to steady all of the waters. Certainly put a lot more hope and belief that Barcelona.
Just so everybody's aware, I'm at 10 minutes and 45 seconds right now, so there might be a little bit of a delay. I'm watching on Sling. You're streaming this, so there might be a little bit of a delay. So I'm at 10 minutes and now 55 seconds, just so everybody knows. Perez on the ball. I like him. He's certainly an up-and-comer to watch.
One defender, 2 attackers, though.
Whistles already at the possession from Barcelona. The Osasuna fans not giving them a break at all. Bad giveaway there. Osasuna looking to break.
Patience from Fran, the Barcelona pride.
So it looks like what Osasuna is doing is on the break, they're going to have 1 or 2 players get wide for an outlet, but what they're hoping to do there is draw our outside backs, leaving their center forward alone with one-on-one with hopefully one of our center backs. I think that's their game plan right now. Come on, that's a foul. Little wrestling match with Semedo there.
Taking off on a real strange journey around the world. Bucharest and Atletico and Huesca, and now 29-year-old, still got the quality.
Barcelona is starting to show their possession here. My prediction was about 75% possession. I still think they're going to get that much. Did not predict Barcelona going down 1-0 early off the bat. I was thinking this was going to be a 3-0 for Barcelona. Not looking that way 12 minutes in. Bad giveaway there. Langley trying to find Griezmann. Osasuna is, they've been in La Liga before, but they are newly promoted. Oh, yellow card there for Fran Merida. It was a foul on, pretty sure it was a foul on Barcelona. Yeah, so they called Sergio Busquets for the foul, and then Franz there came up and said something to the referee to get a yellow card. That's pretty stupid to get a yellow card on an occurrence where your team won the foul. So you got a yellow card probably for asking for a yellow card is what happened there. Stupid. Stupid mistake. You're a professional, bro. What are you doing?
But modern day football, Phil, the rules have changed.
Good job, Semedo. I'm glad that Semedo is settling in at right back. It gives Sergio Roberto the opportunity to play in the midfield. That's his more natural position. We could use his pace in the midfield, particularly playing that kind of right center mid, because he can come over and cover the wing. He can get out wide offensively if we need him to. So his last few years at right back, Sergio Roberto's last few years at right back, are really going to be helpful now that he's playing in that role in the midfield. And that's a surprise that he's been starting. I did not see that coming. I thought he would continue to be a role player, but I'm happy about it. I am pro Sergio Roberto for sure. One of my favorite Barcelona memories was his goal against PSG. That was, man, I was jumping up and down. I was crying. That was incredible.
Start, you can see the sunshine. It's actually rather warm as well in Pamplona.
We are 14 minutes in, 14 minutes and 22 seconds. If you want to sync up your match with me.
I don't think they thought it would be this hard.
Osasuna really going up that left wing against Semedo, and I don't think that's the better option. I mean, Semedo, of the two, I think is a little bit more defensive-minded than Jordi Alba. So you would think for Osasuna, you're going to want to push up the opposite side and catch Jordi Alba on the counterattack. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just talking here.
End of the pitch for Ruben Martinez, the ex-Barcelona goalkeeper, being very comfortable and looking what's going on in front of him.
Osasuna getting a little bit of possession here.
So, scrambling, Osasuna looking more and more comfortable. Have to go back a while since their last stint in La Liga, but
ooh, great pass. Good crossfield pass from Osasuna there, but whoever their right winger is kind of let him down, tried to knock it on. Ooh, bad giveaway. Frankie de Jong tries to turn in the midfield, gives it away at the top of the box.
By Fran in the corner, Brandon.
Get that back. All right. Langley with good pressure wins the ball back for a throw-in.
Quarter hour in, and it still holds for the Osasuna lead.
Can't really say they're disrupting Barcelona.
I don't know if Barcelona even has any shots on target yet.
Osasuna that's been dictating the rhythm of this game, and Barcelona having a tough time to get out of their own half for the opening 15 minutes.
Fans might have forgotten how difficult.
Yeah, with Rafinha and Perez out on the wings, we're going to need both of them to really be aggressive and create space to get Griezmann one-on-one with one of the center backs there.
On the road, as I said earlier, Phil, they haven't been too tricky.
it'll be really interesting to see how Griezmann plays and where he plays once Leo and Suarez come back, because right now Griezmann's playing the number 9. That's his natural position. That's where he's been playing. So it's no surprise that he got 2 goals last week. Now, when Leo and Suarez and Dembele come back, where is he going to play? Will Dembele or Suarez potentially end up on the bench? I don't know. I kind of want to see just a good rotation of those 4 players sharing 3 spots. Sometimes it'll be Messi, Dembele, and Griezmann. Sometimes it'll be Griezmann, Messi, Suarez. You know, the different combinations is what I would like to see, at least for this first half of the year. Because, listen, with Barcelona's schedule, nothing that happens in La Liga the first half really matters. Nothing that happens in Champions League really matters. People are freaking out because we got Inter and Dortmund in the same league. That's fine. They're going to battle out for that second spot. Barcelona is definitely going to get the first spot. So that's on them to to deal with that. That's not going to be a headache for us. That's on them.
Barcelona, but Osasuna's recent track record, this might just be good enough to scored on in their last 6 games at home.
Rinyat, nobody cares about Neymar. All right, that is clickbait shit. Barcelona's gone in and made several offers. I don't think Barcelona supporters watching back, the only Barcelona supporters who would want Neymar back are ones that are not truly ingrained in what it means to be a culés. All right, Barcelona fans know that he is bad for the brand. So don't come at me with that Neymar shit. Don't want him back. I wouldn't give up Dembele for him. I'm glad Coutinho is at least on loan, so maybe he has a chance to come back. And we didn't sell him as part of a Neymar deal. Neymar is a diver. Neymar is an egomaniac. I don't want any of that shit. Keep him at PSG. Let him sit on the fucking bench all year up in the stands. I don't give a shit. Let him go to Real Madrid. I'd rather have that storyline play out. Neymar goes to Real Madrid and has to play against Messi and has to lose to Messi and really stare his mistake right in the face. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, it is. It's way too expensive. Way too expensive. The last deal I think was like 160 million plus Rakitic plus Dembele on loan. I don't do that deal at all. Absolutely not. I mean, it makes a little bit of sense because Dembele and who played well in UCL? Neymar? He was injured for both big UCL matches the last 2 years. What are you talking about? He played well. Look up his stats. You tell me how many goals Neymar has in UCL for PSG in the knockout stages. Look it up. Let me know. You're nuts. He played well in UCL. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, back to the match. Get me off track with that Neymar shit. Nobody cares about Neymar. Yeah, I know, Renyat. Liverpool. I know. Alright. That was Rakitic and Busquets being way too slow. Who is he? He played well against Liverpool. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Dembele? Are you talking about Messi?
Alba cut out before it finds Griezmann.
Who is he, Rinyat?
You talked about Osasuna dictating the rhythm, but is it a case of them making Barca's life difficult, or Barcelona just not getting it done?
Osasuna's been a better team, playing in simple football.
Rafinha under pressure, poked free.
Barcelona not getting anything together offensively. We're getting a little bit of possession in the attacking half, but really nothing going on in the attacking third. We're not getting any shots off. We're not getting any crosses in. There's just nothing going on. They're replaying that goal again. Poor communication. Perez and Semedo both too far in. Neither Perez really needs to be yelling at Semedo there, hey, there's one on the back post, or Perez needs to run over and cover him. What should happen there is Semedo slides to the back post, PK goes and covers the guy that Semedo's marking, and then Perez can just get wide for that outlet now that everybody's marked. That's what should have happened. It's not what happened, though.
Busquets trying to shield.
Neymar versus Liverpool. Did PSG even play Liverpool in Champions League last year? Matt, yeah, Barcelona are going to come back and win. I mean, they'll figure it out in the second half. I think they'll make some changes. I would look for a change in the midfield. We don't have any options offensively. We have Ansu Fati that we can bring on. Arthur is a more of a attacking-minded offensive midfielder, but we don't have a lot of options here, Matt. So I'm not really sure.
Just not enough.
Rinyat, that's fine if Neymar played well, in one tie against Liverpool. But are you willing? Do you think that's a good deal that PSG paid $220 million for someone to play okay against Liverpool and then be injured for the big matches and PSG get knocked out? Is that getting the bang for your buck? Yeah, in the group, it's like PSG would have gotten out of that group with or without Neymar. So they paid $220 million for no better results.
They're responding just as they did last season. This, of course, is the acid test for them. They don't come any bigger than the Spanish champions. But so far...
What needs to happen here for Barcelona is Frankie de Jong actually needs to start pushing forward a little bit more. Griezmann potentially with a chance. Oh, Roberto, no. Roberto tried to open his hips up, get a play shot with his right foot there. It was blocked, but it was a bad angle. That wasn't going to go in anyway. Alba trying to get a cross in, goes out for a corner. We'll take it.
If Hernandez doesn't get it, he's got two of his teammates right behind him that are man-marking the danger man for Barcelona. Right there.
Matt, are you talking about this current match against Osasuna, or are you talking about against Liverpool? And yeah, of course, Rinyat, PSG is dumb. PSG is just they got all kinds of money and they're just splashing cash because they can. I don't blame them for doing it, but here's the thing: PSG seemed to be going for they were trying to get Umtiti, they were trying to get Dembele. They seem to want to build like a France-based team, which is great. Paris, of course, is in France. They just won the World Cup. If I'm PSG, I'm splashing out cash for everybody that was on that World Cup winning team. Yeah, Matt, for this current match, lack of creativity, I'll give that to you. I mean, De Jong is still working itself out. Busquets and Roberto are in there for offensive purposes, so I would like to see Arthur go in. Yeah, I think, Matt, that's a good point. They probably see this as an easy match. But there's a lot of reports on Rakitic saying that Barcelona's board are forcing him out. They're saying, listen, you're not going to get playing time this year. You're definitely not starting. You'll ride the bench all year. You need to take one of these offers from either PSG or Juventus. It sounds like they're trying to sell him, which I don't like that. I think Rakitic, although he does lack pace and isn't, he's not necessarily box to box. He's definitely more attacking, but he gives us a threat with his long shots, which draws the defense out so you can play balls in behind. If you don't have a player that can drill goals from outside the box, then everybody gets to just put 10, 11 people behind the box. Guita, why does Valverde suck? I don't necessarily disagree, but tell me why Valverde sucks. Don't just say he sucks. I have plenty of thoughts about Valverde. Here's the thing. Should have been fired after the first Champions League collapse against Roma. Should have fired him there. But he's kind of handicapped with the squad that he has. And it was worse that year. We had a starting 11 and pretty much nobody else. And then last year, we absolutely should have fired Valverde for the collapse against Liverpool. You can't let that happen. You can't give up 4 goals after having a 3-goal lead in the first leg. That cannot happen. But now that we've started this season, we've signed the players that he wanted. You got to ride this out now. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Valverde, but I think he's doing his style with the squad that's given to him. I think Barcelona's board has fucked this team up the last few years.
Thiago's younger brother.
No, I agree, Matt. I think you got to go for the points that that are available right now in this match against Osasuna. So I think at halftime I would look for Busquets or Roberto to go out. I don't think they turn to Ansu Fati just yet. I think if we tie this matchup, or in maybe the 70th minute, something like that, if we're still down 1-0, then maybe we bring on Ansu Fati. But he's 16 years old and he's got one appearance for the senior squad. So let's relax on just saying, oh, bring on Ansu Fati, we're down 1-0. He'll save us. Not so much. I want to see Arthur in there. I want to see Rakitic in there, and then we'll see. But I don't know. If you got one sub, who are you putting on? All right, we're here 27 minutes in, 27 minutes and 18 seconds exactly if you want to sync up with me. One goal for Osasuna. Back post cross. Barcelona just not looking sharp. But again, this is the third match with this starting 11. There's some familiarity. Like, it's not a lot of new faces, but this is still a new starting 11 that we're going with here. And the last 2 years, Valverde has been playing a 4-2-2. So now we're back to the classic Barcelona 4-3-3, but it's with a brand new attacking three and a midfield that doesn't have a lot of time together. Sergio Roberto has been playing right back for the last 2 years. Sergio Busquets is the only one that's been there consistently, and De Jong's new. So
Teams pick on him that much, but Osasuna seems to have marked him as a weak spot. A little too far, and PK
dude,
there to
Renyat, you gotta chill with the N-bombs, bro.
Rides it across for the goal
You
kick.
can't be saying those things. Can't be saying those big words, all right? Matt, yeah, I'd probably bring on Rakitic first. I'd probably bring on Rakitic at halftime, and then 60 minutes in, I'd probably look to Arthur, and around 75, bring on Ansu Fati. Gita, yeah, I agree. That collapse of Liverpool was terrible. Yeah, he didn't learn from Roma. It was the exact same circumstances. A lot of people, say that he should have been fired, including myself, say that he should have been fired for that Roma one, and then definitely after the Liverpool one. Like, they should have been able to work something out. In his defense, I have no defense for the Roma one, but in his defense for the Liverpool match, Dembele was injured, so Barcelona had zero pace up top, so they had no outlet that could just chase down balls that they could clear. So Liverpool would press all the way up. We would try to play out of the back. Liverpool's midfielders and defenders were way faster than our attackers and our midfield players, so we were outplayed in the midfield. We couldn't get anything going at all. We were overwhelmed. If we had Dembele, he has the pace to stretch that back line a little bit, give us that long outlet, and I think Liverpool don't get to press us as high, and then the results change.
He's asking for Samiro to be a little bit more aware on that side, but
No, Fati is not Indian. He comes from some small country, but I don't think it's not India. I think Neymar can stay at PSG and choke on a dick. I even when Neymar was at Barcelona, I didn't appreciate the way that he played. I didn't like having to apologize or explain away his behavior with the diving and the arrogance and the flaunting. That's not what I like to see. Like, have some flair, have some creativity. Like a player like Ronaldinho, favorite player of all time, but he didn't have that same arrogance. He played with creativity and flair and passion. Neymar does it just for his own ego. So Neymar can stay in PSG. And also the reason and the timing for him leaving Barcelona, he left because he didn't want to play under the shadow of Lionel Messi, and he left because he thought that he was going to go on to bigger and better things and be the guy at PSG. And then a young gentleman named Kylian Mbappe comes on the scene and puts a shadow right over Neymar. So sucks to suck, Neymar. You can stay in PSG. This would be like Yeah, I think Griezmann is enough. Absolutely. Yeah, Ronaldinho is a good person. I'm glad you said that. He's a beautiful, beautiful human being, beautiful footballer. Yeah, Gita, I don't give up Dembele for Neymar. Dembele is younger and I think has more potential than Neymar has right now. I think the only reason why this whole Neymar thing is going on, the only logical explanation is that Messi has gone to the board and said, "Hey, I've got a couple of years left, and I want to win another Champions League title, and I want to win it now. I don't want to invest in the future. I want to win now. Go get me Neymar." So if Messi says, "I need Neymar to win the Champions League one more time before I retire or before I go play in Argentina for a couple of years," then fine. Give Lionel Messi whatever he wants. I'm okay with that. That would be my only exception to bringing back Neymar is if Lionel Messi came out and said, "Hey everybody, I want Neymar back. It's for me to win one more title and then move on to greener pastures." Fine, but I would only do it for Messi. Other than that, I think Dembele has a much brighter future. Tomorrow, Barca give Messi plus 200 mil for Mbappe. Not a chance. All right, Messi just for promotional purposes, for marketing, in kit sales, in branding, is worth more than anybody's starting 11. So no, they're not going to do Messi plus 200 for Mbappe. That ain't going to happen. Mbappe, I think, is going to be a PSG player. He's French. He's like their golden boy for France and for PSG. I don't see him losing. All right, back to this match. I want to see Frankie de Jong pushing forward, taking people on, because if you watch our forwards, nobody's making the runs. Griezmann is kind of going, from one side of the box to the next, from one center back to another, but Rafinha's not making any runs. Perez isn't making any runs. Everybody's just kind of drifting wide and watching our midfielders. And then even in the midfield, Roberto's not going to do much offensively. Frankie de Jong, old. Can you explain that one, Iker Loku? Can you explain what you mean by Frankie de Jong old? He's like 20 or 21 or something. If he came to America, I don't think they'd even serve him a beer. He looks like he's 12 years old. What do you mean he's old?
Alba with Rafinha. On his
Come on.
wet foot, quite as dangerous. Well, it looks like he thought
You double Frankie de Jong old. Are you saying the rest of the midfield is old? I need you to make sense for me to reply to that comment. We are at 34 minutes in and 28 seconds. Osasuna up 1-0 over Barcelona. Early goal. Barcelona have not been doing anything offensively.
Nacho Vidal. Easy for Longley. Hernandez.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Listen, I would be tickled, absolutely tickled, if Ronaldo came and played at Barcelona. I don't think he'll do it because it would ruin his legacy at Madrid. That would be the biggest rivalry swap of all time. I mean, I know the original Ronaldo did it, but those were different circumstances. He played for Barcelona just for a year, I think. So different circumstances. Ronaldo has done so much and won so much with Madrid. I don't think he'll ever come to Barcelona. If somehow he wanted to come in the next 2 years and play with him, maybe.
And Alba, his 200th league game with Barcelona. For Jordi Alba.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I look like De Jong in the sense, you double Frankie de Jong old. Okay. Thank you, Gita. Thank you. I get it now. I look at like an old Frankie de Jong. That hurts my feelings. I'm not that old. I'm only 31. But I guess the mustache does make me look older. But whatever. Frankie de Jong is a good-looking dude, so I'll take it. Thanks, Iker. And Gita, thank you for the explanation. I appreciate that. Oh, Rignat, you mean the Brazilian Ronaldo? Okay. His fat ass is not going to do anything. I mean, young phenom Nazario Ronaldo, sure, bring him on, but no, that ain't going to happen. Yellow card for Frankie de Jong in the 37th minute. Let's see a replay.
To reach in and make a challenge before the break starts.
That's terrible. He barely even touched him. That's a bit of a dive from Torres there. He barely clipped his toe. No, I'm not going to imagine Messi to Real Madrid. All right, I would. I think the city of Madrid would burn. I think Barcelona fans would invade and burn down the city of Madrid if Barcelona sold Messi to Madrid. That's insane.
We'll be looking at Sergio Roberto and Rafinha as maybe the sacrificial lambs at perhaps half time to make a more urgency. He's got the bench with midfield players like Arturo Vidal and
Here we got about 7 minutes plus 7 minutes plus stoppage time left in this half. I don't know. Definitely need some changes for the second half in Barcelona's lineup. We are not doing anything special here. We're not looking threatening. We're not looking sharp.
And defended okay in depth, but they've been unable to penetrate anything.
Yeah, I think having
certainly made this a real.
I think having Roberto and Busquets in the midfield for this match is kind of overkill defensively. I think I would have gone a bit more attacking, particularly now that we're down 1-0. The second half, Osasuna is just going to be playing bunker defense. So I think you got to bring on the more creative midfielders for this one. So we don't have any attacking options. Everybody's injured.
Wide for Perez.
Good thing we good thing we loaned out Coutinho, right?
To keep it alive.
What do you guys think about that Coutinho move?
What's different this week from last for Barcelona, where everything seemed to click?
Jose, thanks for asking. I've been talking about it a lot. I don't want Neymar back at all. I think he can stay at PSG. Yeah, Gita, I think so. I think he was definitely thinking that they would just come into Osasuna and walk through this. Rignat, Neymar will play for PSG if he has to stay. All that needs to happen is once the transfer window closes and no deal has been made, Neymar comes out and goes, hey, everybody, this was the media blowing it up. I love PSG. I'm so happy here. I look forward to winning trophies, yada, yada, yada. You come out, you play your first match against some shit League One team. You get a hat trick. You get an assist. You do some flair. And all these little nerds who love Neymar will be kissing his boots again. All right, so I think Neymar stays at PSG, and I think he plays. And I think PSG continue to get knocked out in the round of 16 Champions League like they've done for the last 15 years that I've been watching Champions League.
Yes, right throughout Arasate's team, this team that they support, and so really walk away with the Segunda last year. There's a strength of belief in them, and are truly a fist of a side, and it takes some breaking down.
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, in terms of La Liga, it almost doesn't matter. Come on, De Jong, stay with it. Nice. Talk it out. De Jong's hustling. It seems like De Jong's getting a little bit frustrated in this match.
Stepping up is Ruben Garcia. Osasuna, a difficult nut to crack.
Yeah, Neymar left because he thought that he was going to be a bigger superstar than Lionel Messi. He thought that PSG would be a bigger club than Barcelona, and he thought that he would have more success there individually. But you're fucking wrong, Neymar. You're fucking wrong, bro.
Deservedly so. Valverde got a lot of plaudits for it.
Much was made of Barcelona.
5 minutes left in this half. Come on, Barca. Let's get something going here. Let's get something going. We've been 40 minutes just dicking around here. Nothing. It also doesn't make any sense for us to work the ball up the wing and just lazily cross it in because we don't have any target players. We don't have anybody over like 5'7".
You can criticise the kid for not at least making a better ball presentable, but he had nothing to actually find.
Yeah, Neymar is under the shadow of Mbappe right now. That's what makes it so funny. And you know what? If he went to Madrid, he would be under the shadow of Hazard or some other young up-and-comer. Like, when you leave teams just to get out from somebody's shadow, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. It's just going to keep happening to you. Like, Neymar will consistently be... And here's the thing. He's not better than Messi. He's not better than Ronaldo. Even though they're aging, Neymar is still not on that level. So he's so focused on trying to get to that level, he's missing out on just playing good football with great players. He should have stayed at Barcelona and because here's the thing, Messi and Suarez were making sacrifices. Messi and Suarez were making sacrifices for Neymar. They were clearly looking to share the ball, share the wealth. Messi in particular, I think, broke the record for assists that last year with Neymar because he wasn't looking to be the goal scorer. Messi has the right mentality. Messi doesn't care if he's the one putting the ball in the back of the net or if it's somebody else. It's about the win. It's about the club. Neymar is all about personal accolades, personal attention, that ego. So stay in PSG with that. Don't bring that shit back.
Slow to get to his feet.
He's out. Apparently that Messi's injury got tweaked, Jose. So he's out. They're saying now potentially end of September. But we've got next week's an international break. So that's good. So he'll take this week off. He'll take next week off. So 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks, and he'll be back. Yeah, Messi, Suarez, Neymar was fun to watch. That 2015 team, when we also had Iniesta and Xavi and Busquets still playing well, like they were kind of past their prime, but still peak performance. That was fantastic. That was the 2015 was one of my favorite teams. My favorite Barcelona team is still the 2008-2009 team with Henry and Eto'o and Messi and Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets. They also had Yaya Toure. That was an awesome team. Yeah, Messi, Eto'o, Henry was awesome. Absolutely. That was such a fun team to watch.
As you pointed out, look at the Osasuna fans in the background.
Osasuna fans loving the results right now. They're going nuts. They're having a good time. For clubs like Osasuna, these matches are like this is your season. This is your Champions League final. When you're hosting Barcelona and you're up 1-0, this is as good as your year's going to get. So enjoy it while it lasts. I think there's going to be changes at halftime. I think we're going to come out a little bit stronger.
And see their team play so well. And it hasn't been a bunker mentality. I think they've entertained coming out of their shell going forward. And again, the first 20 minutes or so they're predominantly in Barcelona's half, so they've earned the right to take this lead. No mistake about it. Barcelona need to go up a couple of gears, and certainly changes from Valverde wouldn't be too much of a surprise at halftime. A lethargic performance.
Well, yeah, Rinyat, that's how this works, man. I'm responding to comments, all right? There's only like 4 people hanging out here. So, yes, you write shit, and I will talk about it. That makes it easier for me, actually, so keep it going. But, yeah, Ronaldinho, Henry, Messi, I don't know. I certainly don't hate that combination. That's fun, but Samuel Eto'o is my favorite striker of all time. Ronaldinho is my favorite offensive Barcelona player of all time, but Eto'o is my favorite striker. So I don't know.
To this point, 2.5 games in, Osasuna.
Carney, I don't disagree with you. Here's the thing: you can't really blame Valverde. Valverde is playing his style of football. That's always been his style of football. So Barcelona's board knew what they were doing bringing him in. So when you bring in, like when you hire Jose Mourinho, you know how he's going to play. So don't be surprised when he plays like Jose Mourinho. Same with Valverde. So you can't blame Valverde for being Valverde, right? Blame the board for giving him that position. We shouldn't have brought in a coach that has that style of play or that mentality. We've been playing a 4-4-2 for the last few years instead of that classic 4-3-3 tiki-taka total football. I definitely prefer Ter Stegen. Nito's fine, but Nito came because he's old and wants to win some trophies before he retires. He's going to start in Copa del Rey just like Silesen did for us last year. Silesen would rather start somewhere and not win trophies rather than be at Barcelona and be a number 2, get trophies, win Copa del Rey. So, Rinyat, what is your problem with Jose? Calm down, bro. Let Jose be Jose. Jose, you can talk all you want. Well, they didn't sell him. They loaned him out. And my theory on that is that, one, it clears out the wage bill so that they can put that towards Neymar. 2, at the time, they were trying to work out a loan deal for Neymar. So what would happen in that scenario is Coutinho would be loaned out for a year. Neymar would come in for a year. And then at the end of that year, Coutinho hopefully would have a great season with Bayern, and we'd sell him for more of a profit and put that towards buying Neymar next year. I think that's what they were thinking. It's also possible that they just wanted Coutinho off the off the squad, off the wage bill. 48th minute stoppage time. Jordi Alba took a dive in the box. That doesn't make us look very good. No penalty there. So I don't know. I think there was no buyers for Coutinho. I think we were looking to move him and nobody wanted him.
But now Alba does make the run, intercepted nicely. Roberto Torres chasing it down. It is a 1-0 scoreline. It is not.
Gita, yeah, I agree. I think Coutinho was never given a chance to play in that attacking mid role or that like left attacking mid. He kept having to play a left wing in a 4-4-2. And that's not his natural position. And I hate that everybody's comparing Griezmann to Coutinho. It's two completely different situations. Griezmann is familiar with La Liga, is a natural number 9, playing in a number 9 position this week and last week, so his 2 goals make sense. Coutinho didn't have that opportunity. And if you remember, Coutinho had a good half season when we signed him in January. It was just that last year that he played like shit.
Against this sort of team that are lock and load and well drilled and earned the right.
Yeah, Carney, I agree, dude. That's why I love Barcelona. I love Barcelona for the way that they play football, for the philosophy that they bring, for the standard that they bring to the game. It brings me joy to watch Barcelona play football. That is why I love this game, for that style. That's why I support them.
In the moments that matter, it won't let you down.
Messi can play wherever he wants when he's healthy. I think as Messi gets older, I mean, he's 31 now, so I think as Messi gets older, you're actually going to see him drop back. And I think for the last few years of Messi's career at Barcelona, he's going to play in that Xavi Iniesta role where he doesn't have to do too much defensively, but he's going to be part of just maintaining possession and being kind of that pivot between defense and attack. Because he's going to lose a step or two. I mean, you notice Messi rarely plays on the wing these days. He'll kind of play on the corner of the box, but not on the wing anymore. You know, that's just kind of what he's going towards. Rinyat, stop being a dick, bro. You don't need to call people dumb and whatnot. Just say your opinion. That's all. This is supposed to be fun conversation where everybody gets a chance to talk shit, but not about each other. Be chill, bro. And you play a 4-2-3-1, and the 3 there is your 3 attacking midfielders. So you have a left attacking mid, Coutinho, a center attacking mid, Messi, a right attacking mid, Dembele, and you put Suarez at striker. Your 2 holding midfielders, you would have Busquets and Rakitic, since we're talking about last year's squad. So you do 4-2-3-1. That's how you get Coutinho, Messi, and Dembele all in attacking positions, because then Dembele can drift wide if he wants to. Messi can play a little bit more right. Coutinho can slide into that middle. When you have the ball, when you have possession, offensively, you can shift that formation a bit. So, yeah, Rignat, you can play Coutinho and Messi in center forward attacking mid roles. No, the last couple years have not been the Barcelona that I know and love at all. We've been playing a 4-4-2. We've been playing more defensively. I think that we haven't had the players to play the classic Barcelona style of playing, though. You know what I mean? Like, our squad hasn't lined up with that philosophy. And that goes down to the board and La Masia just not producing the young talent that we used to.
Our pasture-raised eggs are bull-free. Our hens get 108 square feet.
Don't fire back, Gita.
How much room does a cage free?
No need. I know this is the internet and people like to troll and talk shit, but in my room, in my community, we treat each other with respect. We express our opinions. We talk shit. We argue, but we always remain respectful. All right? That's what we do in my room.
Sports, the world-class sports network.
Win a trip to Paris and a pair of tickets to watch PSG live in the
All right, we're at halftime right now. Not a lot going on.
Fill out the form and get ready to win.
Carney, I think that we're going to bring on either Rakitic or Arthur. Probably for... actually, what we might end up doing is bringing one of them on for Semedo, putting Sergio Roberto at right back to get a little bit more offensive. I would maybe do that. That's what I would do. I don't think Valverde is going to do that, but that's what I would do. I would take off Semedo, put Sergio Roberto at right back, put Arthur or Rakitic in at midfield right now. But I think Barcelona will come back. I think we'll get a 2-1 win here.
7th minute from Roberto Torres. Wow, what a goal this was. Kalen, we talked in the pregame show about the fact that Osasuna might absorb a little bit.
I understand, Rignat, but there's different levels of support. You know what I mean? Like, you and I might read all the articles and watch every match and do all those things and be very involved. But there's casual fans out there, and we shouldn't be mean to casual fans. Every supporter for Barcelona is a positive thing. You know what I mean? So we should be encouraging that support. We shouldn't be acting better than supporters who know less than us, bro. You know, be supportive in this community. Bring people in. Yeah, Rignat, I know you don't mean me. All right, I'll go up against anybody for Barcelona knowledge. Arthur did not have an injury, but he did play a lot for Brazil in the summer. So I think there just some wear and tear. He didn't really get a break at the end of the season. So I think they've been easing him back in and letting him rest a little bit and try to get back to being match fit. So maybe he gets some time. He hasn't had any playing time these first 2 matches. So I do really want to see De Jong, Arthur, and Alenia in the midfield at some point, with De Jong as that holding role that Busquets plays, and then have Alenia and Arthur kind of in that Xavi and Iniesta role in a 4-3-3. I would like to see that happen. Also, Ricky Puig, you know, he hasn't been getting in the squad these last couple matches. He's another young up and comer. He's a tiny dude though. That's the problem. He's pretty small. But I would love to see him.
This would never happen with Boss Revolution. Download the Boss Revolution app and hear every word clearly. Get it today and get $1 for free calling.
Whose dog is this?
It's my special friend Antonio. His luxurious fur calms my nerves when I'm worried about moving into our new apartment.
Why don't we just ask Geico for help with renter's insurance?
You guys think Ansu Fati is going to get on here soon? I predict he will get on. I think there's a lot of hype for him, which, you know, whatever. He seems to be pretty relaxed about it, which is good. It's if I was 16 and I was starting for Barcelona, I'd be shitting my pants.
Renters Insurance. Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear.
So I'm just preparing myself a little halftime treat here.
Officially licensed everything. If there were one party throughout history.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Rinyat, if Fati comes on and you know, sparks our squad and is involved, gets an assist, gets in a goal, and we turn this around, get like a 2-1 win, 3-1 win, and Ansu Fati sparks that, holy shit, that'd be huge. I mean, there is a possibility that if Ansu Fati performs off the bench for a few times, he could get a chance over Rafinha or Perez for one of these matches.
Well, Alice here is calling bullshit on that.
Yeah, there's no news on Arthur, Carney. There's no news at all. That's a little bit frustrating. And honestly, that's why I'm doing the channel the way that I'm doing it. Like, Barcelona is my number one team. I bleed and cry for Barcelona. They make me love football. But there's not a lot of content for them in English. There's just not. So I'm going to be doing match previews. I'm going to be doing match reviews. I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to talk about the headlines, the transfers, all that stuff, because it's what I love, and I think that people in America and English speakers want to talk about it. They want to have a place to come and talk shit, you know? So I'm hoping that this is going to be the place.
Friday, September 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Live on...
Yeah, I know we need to score, Rinyat. I know we need to attack, but who the hell are we going to put on to make those attacks happen? We don't have anybody right now. So we need to create from the midfield, unfortunately.
Possessed them 75-25 and are outpassing them 3-1, over 300 to
Van Dijk better than Van Dijk. It doesn't make any sense, Rinyat. You gotta make sense if you're gonna say things. You want to get on people for saying dumb questions, and you're saying stuff like Van Dijk is better than Van Dijk. Come on, bro. Come on.
It's a lot about service. He was reliant on Sergio Roberto.
All right.
Against Real Betis,
Halftime treat.
And he was also reliant on some space, and they've given him no space, Osasuna. They're defending at times with 8 and 9 behind the ball, almost 6 in a back line, not 4, not 5, but 6. So there's no space for him. They need this young kid Ansu Fati. They need someone who can run at that defense. I reckon you'll see him early on second.
Yeah, I like that you said that, substitutes in this game. I think they need to bring some energy off the bench. Like you said, the 16-year-old, he performed in last match. Bring him on, let him work his magic, and let him connect with Griezmann up top.
I didn't cry on that day. I was just in shock. I couldn't believe it. I didn't talk to anybody about soccer for days. I just didn't want to have conversations about it. It felt like my girlfriend cheated on me. That's what it felt like. Gotcha. Rinyat, that's hard to compare, man. I mean, if you're talking about like value to the team, who are you going to build a team around? It depends. Both players are incredible, but you need to have balance on your team. So you need to have a Van Dijk and a Messi. You're not going to win your league. You're not going to win any major trophies. You're not going to win Champions League if you only have defense or if you only have offense. You need to be well balanced. Yeah, Gita, that was such a bummer. And here's the thing. If, excuse me, everybody. If that Liverpool comeback and win would have been against anybody besides Barcelona, I would have loved experiencing it just as a football fan. Like, it's an amazing story to come back, similar to how Barcelona did, you know? So as a football fan, it's an incredible story for Liverpool. I love Jurgen Klopp, and Liverpool has a fun team. I didn't hate that we lost to them. I hated the way that we lost to them. That was heartbreaking. So if it happened to anybody but Barcelona, I would have loved it. Yeah, Gita, that hurt a lot.
Alright, ladies, that's enough.
Same thing, Roma just pissed me off. Like, when it's a huge collapse like that, I don't feel sad, I feel angry. You know what I mean? Sad would be like, I don't know, like it's 2-2 and it's been a great match, and then we give up a match-winning goal in stoppage time. That would make me cry. But just watching a collapse happen over 90 minutes, I just get pissed off.
I'm as excited as a cat with cat. Magisterial. Monday night,
Yeah, it's good. At least Liverpool went on to win Champions League. So, you know, again, if going into the Liverpool tie, you told me that Barcelona were going to lose this tie 4-3 on aggregate, I would have said, hey, looking at our team, looking at Liverpool, that makes sense. Barcelona losing 4-3, I'd be okay with those results. I would understand those results. But it's the way that it happened. Is that Barcelona got 3 in leg 1 and then gave up 4 in leg 2. It's the way that it went down that's so frustrating. And I agree. Roma was worse because it's Roma. That was fucking.
We do it right too, with a lifetime warranty on Craftsman, so you can count on passing it down.
Carney dropping the Malaga knowledge. Good for you, bro.
Start with Lowe's.
Yeah, Rignat, that did suck. I wanted that one for Lionel Messi just because I'm tired of the people who say that, oh, you have to win the World Cup to be considered the best player ever and yada yada yada. So I wanted that for Messi too. But everybody blames Messi for not winning the World Cup, but like people forget that Higuain had a breakaway one-on-one with the goalie and put one wide. Aguero did not show up. Di Maria did not show up. Lavezzi did not show up. Argentina had a wealth of talent, particularly on the attack, and none of them showed up. Yeah, Rignat, it's the only trophy he doesn't have, but...
Lowe's knows you're the type who does it right, who knows a hobby can also be an investment. We do it right too, with a lifetime warranty.
This is fun chatting with y'all. This is only my second time doing one of these streams. I did it for the first half last week, so this has been fun. I love you guys having comments and asking questions that I can riff off of. That's a lot more fun than sitting here and just kind of doing the commentary. So this has been fun. I hope you guys are having a good time chatting with me. I hope you all will subscribe to the channel and watch my videos. I don't know if you guys have even looked at my videos. I do like match previews and predictions and recaps and stuff, but I just got this channel started like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago. So who knows what's going to happen, but I'm having a blast. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I really do.
Makes his second appearance in the Barcelona uniform, the second youngest player in Barca.
Ooh, Carney, I don't know if I agree with you, dude. Listen, it's either or. You know what I mean? I can't say, and particularly because they do play in different ways. So I think Messi is a more of a team player. Look at his assists. Messi is a Barcelona player. He is for the squad. He is for the team. He is for the club. Ronaldo is one of the most physically dominant athletes ever, not just in soccer. And so, like, in terms of physicality and domination, yeah, Ronaldo gets it for sure. And versatility, he can play striker, he can play wing, whatever. He can headers, all of it. But I still go with Lionel Messi because of his mentality, because of that team mindset. You know, he does it. He'll score goals and he'll get assists. That's why I go for Leo over Ronaldo.
And he will create excitement, lovely touch, and of interest. He's at that Neymar position, coming in.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can say that Argentina didn't win the World Cup because of a lack of leadership from Messi. I don't know if that's a very strong argument.
Attacking type of wing-back operation.
That's a good point, Gita. You know, for people who have hate in their heart for either one, you don't need to be doing that. That's a waste of time. Definitely just enjoy the soccer. That's why I loved it when Ronaldo was at Madrid. It sucks that he went to Juventus. It was so much fun watching that rivalry and knowing at least twice a year we were going to have an awesome El Clasico against Madrid. Like, looking back, it's going to be some of the best era of football, one of the best eras of football for Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Operation coming out for Arrasate to contemplate and match. So I don't think you'll see too much of a change from us.
Ronaldo does have a much bigger ego than Messi, from what it appears like. I've never had a conversation with either of them, obviously. Both of them I know do a lot of charity. I know they're both good people, but the way they play, Ronaldo definitely has more of an ego, and that's another reason why I go for Messi over Ronaldo. Ronaldo, like, I think it was either 2013 or 2014 Champions League final. Ronaldo scored a goal late in the game that wasn't the game-winning goal. It sealed it. But I think they were up 2-1, and he scored, and they went up 3-1. And he runs over to the corner, rips off his shirt, and does the Ronaldo flex. And you could tell he just did it for the photo opportunity. You know, so Ronaldo's very vague and superficial, and it comes off in the way that he plays. So I don't like Ronaldo's attitude. That's all.
The home performance last week and this away performance is just huge. Now, you got to wonder, did we overrate Real Betis? Because maybe Betis is going through a different sort of rebuilding themselves.
All right, we're at 47 minutes and 58 seconds on this match. If you're watching with me.
Here by Barcelona immediately.
Young dropping back. Perez inside. Almost found
I wasn't even paying attention. I don't think we made any changes at the half.
De Jong going to that inside right. Rafinha inside left.
Oh no, we did. We brought on Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati came on. Who did he come on for? Shit. I gotta look it up on my phone real quick. I was chatting with y'all. I wasn't paying attention. 13 was Bayern Dortmund, so it was probably 2014. Wait. 2014 then? Must have been 2014. Oh, Osasuna was breaking through there. Jesus.
Fabulous attack. Beautiful play out wide. Torres and Avila.
Okay, so I'm a genius because I predicted at halftime taking off Nelson Semedo for a more attack-minded player. I said it was going to be Arthur or Rakitic. Turns out it was Ansu Fati. So that is very interesting. So Ansu Fati moves to the wing. Rafinha moves to the midfield. Sergio Roberto moves to right back. I'm a fucking genius. I called that. I am a genius. I called that halftime substitution. Attacking player for Semedo. Absolutely.
Still loose. Actually, that's Busquets. De Jong out wide. Uzi back to his feet. Perez shot deflected away. 33-year-old Piqué scampers over. Sergio Roberto.
No, I'm at 49 minutes and 58 seconds, and Osasuna is up 1-0. Oh! Ansu Fati! Ansu Fati! Yes, with that header, Ansu Fati! Oh, what a goal! Ansu Fati comes on at halftime for Nelson Semedo, attacking player just like I called it. We're at 50 minutes, 51st minute in. Oh my goodness, Ansu Fati with the header. He can't believe it. He can't believe this 16-year-old comes on. What a big goal. Yes.
Describe this goal in one word. Stupefyingly magnificent.
Thank you for censoring yourself, Rinyata. I appreciate that. What a goal, Ansu Fati.
Direction of the header is
Yes, indeed.
perfect from Fati.
Well-placed header from Fati. Yes.
To stretch his 6'2" frame to get anywhere near it. The power was admirable, Phil, but the direction of the header will have Luis Suarez back in Barcelona jumping out of his Barcelona.
Yeah, Carney, I don't know. I mean, you might be right. I think that's hard to judge, is all I'm saying. Yeah, what a great future indeed. This is very exciting for Ansu Fati. What a start.
By former Barca legend Victor Valdez. Hasn't even suited up for Barca B yet, and now he's already scored his first.
Yeah, I mean,
And it was the two youngsters, Perez with the workout.
I mean, Valverde is really going to have some decisions to make if Ansu Fati keeps playing like this and Griezmann keeps getting goals. Once Dembele and Messi and Suarez come back, what do you do? So now that Ansu Fati, ooh, that should be called. Now that Ansu Fati is looking like this, and Perez got a goal last week, and Griezmann got 2, who do you start? You guys let me know. What formation are you going to go with, and who are your starters?
Trusting his pace.
I don't think he's going to end up like Neymar. I don't think Ansu Fati is going to end up like Neymar. I think Ansu Fati loves Barcelona, is about the club, loves playing with Lionel Messi, and it's a different situation. Ooh, Arthur's coming on. Let's go. Arthur's coming on.
Just possession, open possession, and how quickly he just fit into the flow of the game is admirable enough. And how he doesn't over-exaggerate it. He doesn't take players on in...
Yeah, Ansu Fati he looks comfortable out there.
It may cost his team.
Don't overreact. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's better than Dembele. All right, like comparing one player to another is tough. They are more like for like in that situation. So I get it, but dude, it's his second appearance. All right, like let's relax. Let's calm down. This is why players' careers get destroyed before they're 18, because they have a couple of matches where they get goals, they get assists, they look incredible, and then they go 4, 5, 6 matches without getting any results, and everybody goes, oh, they're a flop, they're shit. So we got to see some consistency before. See, right there, that was a terrible pass from Ansu Fati. We got to see some consistency over time before you start saying who's better.
That wonderful cross, but look at that balletic finish. Nuriev.
Why would he go to PSG though? That's the thing. He's brought up in the Barcelona system.
That's not over-exaggerated.
Like Neymar did not come from La Masia, so Neymar was a hired gun. That's a different situation. Dembele is not trash. That's a quite a hyperbole. That is an overstatement. Dembele is not trash at all. Dembele, aside from Messi, I think had the most match-winning goals last year in La Liga, and he needs to not get injured. He needs to figure out his hamstrings. Fati does look very comfortable with the ball. I agree, and it's because, listen, for the last decade we got away from bringing up players from La Masia who knew the Barcelona system, who were comfortable in the Barcelona system, and you could plug them in because it didn't matter what other 10 players were around them. It's the same system. You're familiar with it. So it's plug and play for these players. So we've gotten away from that for the last few years, but Ansu Fati is a great example. Perez is a great example. Alenia, a great example. Sergio Roberto, a great example of, oh, Perez, get that across, of what it means to be a Barcelona player from our youth academy.
To the inside, squares, Avila out wide for Torres. Garcia begging at the back post.
Ooh, Osasuna getting a little possession on a counterattack there, looking for another back post header, but Barcelona actually covered this time, thankfully.
Ruben Garcia was wide open again.
On the turn, off balance, off target.
Barcelona slow getting to the cross. Osasuna got a shot off, but went wide. We are at 55 minutes and 55 seconds right now, if you are watching with me.
Great opportunity to find a wide man. Ruben Garcia, who was...
Nobody's giving an opinion though. What do you think when you have a healthy Messi, a healthy Suarez, a healthy Dembele, and then you also have Fati, Perez, and Rafinha, and Griezmann, 7 players. You got to pick 4 to start. Who do you pick?
Some big aces in that bench to pick from, so
I love Sergio Roberto and his flexibility. There are so many players who, in his situation, would have asked for a transfer to go somewhere else. I think that he just loves this club so much and loves the city of Barcelona that he wants to stay, and he'll do anything for the club. So, you want him to move from midfield to right back, no problem. He did that for about 2 years, I think it's been, since Dani Alves left. So we miss Dani Alves. I love Dani Alves, favorite right back of all time. But so I think that he is the most versatile player that we have. You can stick him anywhere on the right side. You can stick him anywhere in midfield. So big fan. Fati, Griezmann, Suarez, Messi. Okay, that's fair. Messi, Fonte, Neymar. De Jong leading attack here. Finds Arthur. Arthur, who did he come on for?
You were talking about changes in the midfield. The first substitution was Fati, but the
looks like
second
Rafinha.
Laid back.
Ooh, Perez getting a good shot off. I think De Jong, not De Jong, sorry. I think Arthur came in for.
Linking up, setting the table.
Look at the lineups here.
And he goes for placement, not too far away.
Yeah, Arthur came in for Rafinha there.
Down by Avila. Here's Torres again. Alba staying with the run.
Yeah, I don't know about Messi, Fati, Neymar.
Chance on the second try by Sanborvo. Nice Brandon.
Ooh, Osasuna getting another shot off towards the top of the box. Our center backs are not closing down effectively right now. We're looking a little bit sloppy. I would maybe look to bring on Umtiti right now as my third sub. We brought on 2 attacking players. We got Ansu Fati, we got Arthur. I think we're looking much sharper already. We're moving quicker. We're getting runs off the ball. That's the biggest thing. First half, we were just standing off the ball. There were no runs off the ball. So now we got Ansu Fati and Arthur running at players. Ansu Fati, what are you doing with that? Arthur just played one left wing to Ansu Fati. He tried to open his hip. The idea, I think, was to curl one across, but that was a shit shot. And we are 59 minutes and 4 seconds right now. Busquets is playing still. Busquets is still in that holding mid role. I don't think Busquets is going to continue to start over the course of the year, though. I think over the course of the year, you're going to see De Jong, you're going to see Arthur, and well, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be Roberto as the third or Busquets. They may rotate because I just don't think that I don't think they're going to play Rakitic much this year. Just doesn't look like it. Like I mentioned earlier, I've seen Busquets is looking real sharp. Busquets looked like shit in the first match, but he's been playing a lot better last week and this week. But who was I just talking about? Rakitic. I mentioned earlier that Rakitic, there's reports that Barcelona have flat out told him, like, hey, we're not going to play you. We're trying to transfer you. And if you don't take one of these deals from like a Juventus or somebody like that, that you're just going to sit on the bench all year and you're not going to play. So I think that's what they're showing him right now.
Test this year now that the champions have refound their rhythm and starting to...
I probably would too. I think if you have De Jong in the holding, Arthur and Rakitic in the attacking, I'm pretty happy with that lineup. But I'm also pretty happy with De Jong, Busquets, and Arthur. I could also go De Jong, Alenia, and Arthur. I could go De Jong, Roberto, and Arthur. De Jong, Roberto, and Rakitic. Like I could go for any of those. So I hope we keep all of them, and I hope we just get a rotation going. We're very deep in midfield right now. And now, and then once we get our injured players back, Messi, Suarez, and Dembele, then we have 7 players rotating in 4 spots. That's fantastic. In our midfield, we have 3 open positions, and we'll have Rafinha, we'll have Alenia, we'll have Arthur, we'll have Vidal, we'll have De Jong, we'll have Rakitic. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody. So we'll have 6, 7 players rotating in 3.
On the intelligence, the movement, the placement of his teammates.
So yeah, so we're listen. 2 years ago we had no depth at all. We had a starting 11 and like 1 sub that could actually perform, and now we could put out easily 2 starting 11s.
Here is the right back.
Ansu is 16.
Perez.
Right? I'm pretty sure he's 16 right now.
Wide for Alba. Mati drawing Hernandez out. Now double teamed. Splits the needle. Longley keeps it in. Look at that. 6 players in a line for Barca just outside the 18. And there's one, but good cutout by Alidan. Estepinian under pressure, double, now triple.
Tell you what, I'm really impressed with with De Jong's tenacity defensively. He come on, Arthur, let's get one. Yes, Arthur! Yes! Arthur curls one in, back post. Yes! Absolutely. Arthur, top of the box. There's an overlap to the left. He fakes like he's going to go left, dips the shoulder, pushes it onto the right foot, curls one back post. Well placed. Calm finish from Arthur. Hell yes. Yes! Yeah, Reds. I think Rakitic is very important because he gives us a threat for shots from outside the box. So with him shooting from deep like that, it forces the defense to be honest. They have to step out and try to eliminate that threat. So once the defense starts stepping out to stop his long shots, that's where you can play those short little passes in behind for Griezmann, for Griezmann, Suarez, and Dembele. So Barcelona up 2-1. Here we go. Ooh, scare there. Osasuna with a quick answer got a header. I agree, Reds. I think that De Jong and Arthur should be our permanent starters, and then you can rotate Rakitic, you can rotate Busquets, you can rotate Sergio Roberto. Yeah, Barcelona's youth looking very good, and this is what we've been missing, guys. We didn't replace the generation of Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, all those guys. We didn't replace that generation. We just let them fade away. So we finally have some young players who we're early in the season, but we finally have some young players who look like they might be the next generation. Finally.
Unquestionably, not just a change by Barcelona, but a sea change in attitude and quickness.
Which Arnold are you talking about? You talking about Alexander Arnold?
There's another great look at it. A beautiful ball, free as a bird in the park, and somewhere Ansu Fati is having a smile to himself.
Okay. Is Barca looking for a third? Remember, this is an Osasuna team that had gone nearly 600 minutes, in fact, over 600 minutes into the second half since they allowed their last goal.
And we'll see more spectacular goals than what.
All right, now that we're up 2-1, 65 minutes in.
From Brandon, just profiles what a professional footballer and a young man of a young boy.
I think we got to start looking for Barcelona to get most of the possession for these last 35 minutes or last 25 minutes.
In the blink of a bee's eye,
Yeah, Arthur is very composed. I'm a big fan of Arthur. I'm super excited for our midfield to be built around Arthur and De Jong moving forward. Very excited for that combination. I hope he gets the starting spot. I'm a big fan of Sergio Roberto in the midfield, but I also kind of like him at right back just because it gives us more possession and more attacking options. I'm a big fan of Semedo though too. Huge fan of Semedo. So, you know, I could go either way. I think, like I said, I think our squad is so deep this year. Let's just keep rotating, keep players hungry, fighting for those positions. Like let's just keep doing that. Yeah, it would be cool as shit if we signed Trent Alexander-Arnold, but like there's no way that's gonna happen. I agree, Reds. Barcelona looks completely different now that they have Arthur on the field, and completely different now that they have Ansu Fati on the field.
Too pearless as well, let it be said.
And it was a great goal by Arthur, and well composed, fantastic finish, just curler to the right far post.
At the edge of the 18, almost with disdain, he chests it down. As you pointed out, Ray, for someone who draws criticism at the slightest flaw of this Barcelona, credit to Ernesto Valverde. The adjustments made at the half have changed the game to this point.
Certainly been impactful, but I think it's moreover as well that the changes have just sparked this sort of extra belief in expanse. This certainly looks more like
we need to buy Liverpool and make it Barca. Not quite. I mean, Liz, I love Liverpool's team. They're fun to watch, and I really love Klopp's mentality.
find the adjectives to describe how
second goal was scored by Arthur. Got it kind of towards the top of the box. Faked a pass for the overlap left. Took it to the right foot. Nice composed finish. Curler, low shot to the far right post there.
Looked like he had a chance to find Avila, but no.
Yeah, that's true. We've been unloading players left and right. So I think once this transfer window closes, there's no more Neymar rumors. I think everybody can settle in a little bit. Of course, Jordi Alba was cool.
Can't get the ball back.
We do not need Neymar. We do not need Neymar at all. We really don't. We have plenty of firepower. What we lacked last year was pace up front because Dembele was injured and we didn't have anybody else. So we signed Griezmann, who will be able to push the back line. Our midfield was slow, so we signed De Jong. Arthur's going to be playing. We also have Sergio Roberto as an option in the midfield because Semedo is playing right back. So all around, top to bottom, we have better options for our starting 11 this year than we did last year. We do not need Neymar. That would be overkill. Don't need Neymar.
Arthur couldn't pick out Antoine just one step quicker. Did it as quick as he could.
Right now, what we need is just close out this match. I'm right at 70 minutes, if you're watching with me. 70 minutes and 4 seconds in right now, if you're watching with me. Barcelona up 2-1. Osasuna scored first. They scored with a back post header. It was something around like 10 minutes in. So Barcelona did not look good in the first half whatsoever. Couldn't get anything done offensively. Just a few shots on goal. Second half substitution. Ansu Fati comes on for Nelson Semedo. So Ansu Fati moves to left wing, pushing Rafinha back to the midfield. Made an immediate difference. Scored a header. Nice floater to the near post for him, and then the game was changed after that. We started getting more possession, started looking better on the attack, and then Arthur got that second goal. So we're up 2-1. We're looking good. We just got to close this one out.
Back for Ter Stegen, wide for Roberto.
Yeah, I would like it if Barcelona was not having to come back. Like, we need to not be giving up the first goal every match, because against better teams, they're going to be able to get that first goal and then just close up shop, play a bunker defense. Come on, Jordi. Jordi Alba with some sloppy play leading to a giveaway there. Osasuna have not looked terrible. I mean, like I said, they are newly promoted, but I think they've only spent like 2 seasons down in Segunda. I think they were in La Liga just back in 2017, I want to say. So I'm sure they still have players with La Liga experience. I'm not that familiar with their squad, but they look sharp here, and I would definitely look for them to stay up and maybe be a spoiler for some people in La Liga this season. Yeah, I think Umtiti is another situation where he's going to get rotated in. I think if nothing else, he'll start all the Copa del Rey matches. Right now, I think Umtiti just needs to be a little bit patient because PK is in his last season or two. He's old. He's already lost a step. Langley was a great surprise. Dollar for dollar, best signing of the year last year. And so, it's tight for playing time. We only got 2 positions and we got 3 great center backs. So I think you just look to rotate those 3 throughout the year so everybody stays fresh. That's what I would do. Yeah, we can't depend on Dembele, but you give him at least half the season. We don't need Neymar. There's plenty of wing players that can come on that we could sign that would cost us less and be less dramatic. And right now, Ansu Fati's playing fantastic. Perez playing fantastic. So I don't think we need him right now, dude. I would say if Dembele spends most of this first half of the season injured, we look to sign somebody in January.
Much more muscular within him. Signs of Dembele.
He's not shit. He's a great player. I don't like the way that he plays, and I don't like the way that he left Barcelona. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his ego. That's why I don't want him. Plus, it's just overkill. When we have everybody healthy, we're good. Even if Dembele goes down, we have Perez, we have Ansu Fati. We're all right. We're doing okay. Like offense was not the reason why we didn't win Champions last year. I'm at 74 minutes exactly. As I said that, I was at 74 minutes. It's still 2-1 Barcelona. Osasuna is pressing though. I mean, good for them. There were plenty of times when Barcelona's playing these lesser teams that as soon as Barcelona hang on, Osasuna. Whoa. Osasuna with a rocket to the back post, saved by Ter Stegen. A lot of these teams will play more conservatively and it becomes a boring match. But Osasuna came out. They've been on the attack. They've been open. Good for them. Great tackle by Busquets there. That's a foul. We'll take that free kick. Slow things down a little bit.
Torres going for the placement and a little bit of power. Decent hit. Wonderful run. And there's the stepping back.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Dembele is so young and has so much potential that you just wait it out. I think we paid a little bit too much for him because we had to get him to replace Neymar. Like that Neymar deal put us in a terrible position. Neymar left late in the transfer window for way too much money, so everybody knew that we were desperate to sign somebody and had a shit ton of cash. So we overpaid for Dembele and we overpaid for Coutinho. That's not their fault, all right? So we just give Dembele time. He's an investment. You give him at least this year, probably next year, before you even think about selling him.
Wonderful goals here today. Barcelona now.
Yeah, it would be great if Fati scored his second goal. If Fati scored a second goal, that would be incredible. Love it. Arthur making such a big difference already. Ooh, looking to find Griezmann, splitting the center backs. Griezmann, I think, was offsides there. All right, 76 minutes in.
Very close to keeping him on
Ter Stegen again.
latest time in LDU Quito. We covered there last week in the Copa Libertadores, Phil. Estupinian and Some good players to be taken out of Ecuador.
Yeah, Pepe was available for 80 mil. He's still a little bit unproven. Maradona at 24 mil. That's a different generation, man. You can't compare. You can't compare that. Everything's changed in the last like five to 10 years. In 2013, when NBC started playing or started showing the Premier League, all their matches, that made soccer in America blow up. So there's so many more eyes on the sport. There's so many more people watching and investing. There's just so much more money in the sport now.
Maybe ladling it on a little bit thick, but I don't think I am.
I don't think you can say Dembele's a flop other than his injuries. He missed most of the first year, and you always give a player a year. When they're coming to a big club in a new league, you always give them a year. So Dembele was injured for most of that first year. Last year was the second year, and he did okay. He again had injuries, but when he was on the field, he was fantastic. So I don't know what the argument is there for a flop. He also had Russell. Dembele had, I believe, the second most game-winning goals in La Liga for us last year, just behind Lionel Messi. Osasuna here is getting shots off. Ter Stegen right now is saving us. They've had 3 or 4 shots in the last 5 minutes, and Osasuna is all of a sudden controlling this game. So I think we need to look to make our third substitution here. Oh, that's rough. Osasuna get a free kick about 8 yards from top of the box.
Making some quizzical decisions. When you give a foul against a kid that looks like that. Take a look. Is this a foul? I don't see anything there.
2 players going for the ball.
Yeah, Reds, I agree. I think Coutinho didn't have a chance to play in his correct position. So he didn't have the right opportunities and was put in a bad spot. So I agree. I would love for Coutinho to come back and stay at Barcelona. I'm a big Coutinho fan.
There's a work of art in the goalkeeping.
Osasuna started strong. Brandon finding Torres in the 7th minute.
Gita, I guess Dembele has a bit of an ego, but it's not big enough to bother me right now. I would say there is a hint of it, sure. Like he's definitely, I don't know. He's flashy on the ball, yeah, but not over the top flashy. So something to look out for, but I don't think right now it's an issue for me.
Ter Stegen thought about it. Sanjurjo, does it hit?
Yeah, looking at the handball.
Oh no! Osasuna get a penalty kick.
But his assistant overrules it. Handball PK. This one will be confirmed or verified.
Hang on, we're going to...
Hand away from the body. That's going to stand as a penalty.
All right, so Osasuna in the 79 minutes and 30 seconds are about to take a penalty kick because ball was going to the end line. Osasuna lunged to go to cross it. PK jumps up and puts his arm up like this, hits the arm. Penalty to Osasuna. Ter Stegen's going to have to save this one. Come on, come on, come on. 79 minutes and 55 seconds is where I'm at. Osasuna stepping up to take the penalty. Come on, Ter Stegen. Save this one for us, Ter Stegen. Save this one. Come on. No argument over that penalty. There's nothing you can do about that. PK's arm is clearly raised. Even though he's turned, you can't put your arm up like that in today's game. Hits him right in the elbow. Clear penalty. Disaster. We might drop these points. We can't drop these points. We don't want to drop these points. Come on. Let's save this, Ter Stegen. Come on.
Only faced 1 penalty last year, and
they're checking VAR, so it's taking forever right now.
Now remember, any touch by an attacker leading
Hang on. Okay.
is a handball.
Here we go. Come on, Ter
Stegen.
Stegen. Save this one, Ter Stegen.
12 paces away.
No good. Goal for Osasuna. 80 minutes in. God damn it. Come on.
Who was denied by brilliance just moments ago, but Ter Stegen can do nothing here.
The perfect penalty and calmness and
Yep.
coolness
2-2. Oh, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake from PK to put his hand up like that. Oh, that's rough.
Placement here.
Torres from the
God
spot.
damn it.
as a polar bear's backside.
Yep. Torres for Osasuna. No problem. Slots it in.
Beautifully.
Shit. Yeah, that was no good, PK. Yellow card for PK from that. I hope you're right, Reds. I hope you are right. This is quite a letdown. Arturo Vidal comes on for... Did he come on for De Jong? I think Vidal just came on for De Jong.
Prior to that goal, the penalty goal as well.
I mean, Barcelona was dominating the entire second half all the way up to about like the 68th minute, and then all of a sudden Osasuna turns it on, kept it in their attacking third for about 10 minutes, and then won a penalty.
Huge goal for Osasuna too. You kind of figure surrendering the lead, people thought they would crack.
It's going to come down to Arthur and Ansu Fati now.
Arasate has something to work with here.
No, not Fernando Torres at Osasuna.
Arturo make that in for Griezmann.
Good run by Griezmann and admirable ball by Arturo Vidal.
So at this point, both teams would have a point stripped away from Alba. Nice little touch by Jimmy Avila. PK tries to control.
83 minutes and 6 seconds right now. Osasuna still looking to push forward, still on the attack. Osasuna not settling for a point for this one. They've got Barcelona on the ropes. They're at home. They're looking for the kill. They're looking to get all 3 points.
Into 4th place.
And Osasuna right now is sitting ahead of Barcelona at the table. Going into this match, Osasuna had 4 points. Barcelona had 3. So a draw keeps Osasuna above Barcelona in the table. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Osasuna above Barcelona in the table 2 weeks in a row. Wow, terrible pass from Busquets there. I hope Fati scores. That would be fantastic. But
action started yesterday. Celta Vigo going into Sevilla and
2-2, 84 minutes in.
Barcelona player Denis Suarez.
Barcelona, the last 10 minutes, last 10-15 minutes have looked totally flat. We got 70% of the possession, but we're not doing anything with it right now. Come on.
Athletic winning their derby against Real Sociedad. Another goal for Iñaki Williams. And one for Raul Garcia, who scored the winner the last time Osasuna beat Barca. Busquets in the center circle. Didn't hear Avila's footsteps, but still uses those long legs. Arturo's there. They'll use him. It'll run to Arter. Vidal to Busquets. Spots Alba.
Busquets looking for Alba.
Tries to
nope, intercepted.
Yar, Avila.
I hope Barcelona's going to win. I mean, we've got 70% of the possession. Arthur is looking great in the midfield right now. Ansu Fati taking him on the wing. Ansu Fati draws a penalty, maybe? Nope. Damn it. I mean, Ansu Fati is running at players. Arthur is doing a great job of turning in the midfield. No penalty. Good tackle.
There you saw the contact on Perez, but Sanjurjo couldn't get out of the way.
I love the way that Arthur plays. He shields the ball really well. He and De Jong are going to be great.
Our forward man of the match, Roberto Torres, his second.
Rinyat, I don't know if he's going to get 2.
Immediately following Getafe Alaves, Levante.
Yeah, Roberto Torres. Great volley on the back post and penalty.
Don't forget France, Spain, and a women's international as well.
Let's get that cross. Ooh.
Intercepted by
Perez looked to cross it top of the box to Arthur, and Osasuna just getting a foot in.
The feet of Arthur, and he had a mile of space around.
I actually have Sling. Sling is the only one in my area that carries BN Sports, so I watch the games on Sling.
Tomorrow, Valencia, Mallorca starting things out. Then Atletico welcomes Eibar. Granada travels to Espanyol, and Real Madrid closing things out with a visit to Villarreal. Not putting a man on Griezmann here. Lifted to the edge of the 6, cleared away.
.87 minutes and 12 seconds in right now. Both teams still looking for the win. Barcelona, again, with a majority of the possession. Arturo Vidal is out there now. He came on for Frankie de Jong a few minutes ago. Come on.
Sergio Roberto couldn't get it. Flying in Villar.
Okay, let's go.
Barca ball.
Perez has been really quiet this match. He hasn't done much. I was really hoping to see more of a spark from him, particularly after his goal last week. I thought maybe he'd pick up right where he left off. What a ball from Arthur! Oh my gosh! Oh, Arthur plays a tremendous backdoor pass to Perez, and Perez gets caught in two minds. He should have finished. He got his toes caught under him. He could have finished. He could have played it directly across to Griezmann. Oh, he panicked. He panicked and let the ball go out. Oh, Perez there gets the ball in behind. Beautiful pass from Arthur, and he panics. He panics and he doesn't know what to do with it.
Busquets. Arthur. Vidal. Blocked by Moncayola, and it carries to Ruben Martinez.
Come on.
Griezmann not having too much of an impact, but there's been so many opportunities where he has had great awareness and space, but certainly got to be fed the ball. That is a classic example. That last tremendous opportunity.
All right, 89 minutes in. We got 1 more minute plus stoppage time to try to get all 3 points on the road here. Listen, traditionally, if you can get a point on the road, that's always good. But if you're Barcelona, you always want to come away with 3. We got injuries offensively, and it's given our young guys a shot to play here. So there are some good takeaways from this match. But you definitely, with the amount of possession we had, you definitely want to come away with all 3 points. This isn't a total loss for Barcelona, but I hope you're right, Red. I hope you win $100. Yeah, or not. It's already in the 90th minute. So sorry, Reds, not happening.
Long throw by Nacho. Cleared to the top. Banged.
Good job, Arthur. Come on, come on. And Barcelona lose the ball on the counter. How much stoppage time are we gonna have? Come on. All right, 4 minutes of stoppage time. That's enough to get a couple of opportunities. Osasuna though pushing forward. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Torres tried to blast one far right post. Not happening. Not getting the hat trick. We got 4 minutes added here. We are 30 seconds into stoppage time.
Arthur looking for help.
Arthur fouled. Yellow card given. Let's go, let's go.
On the stoppage, Moncayola.
Barcelona looked to play quick after that yellow card, but it's called back to give the yellow card.
Just a bit behind the 21-year-old. Nine wins for Barca in their last 12 trips in La Liga play to Pamplona. They're going to have to settle for a draw unless there's some late heroics here.
All right, We're a minute and 20 seconds in. Barcelona has a free kick about 10 yards from the box. Goes back post, and it's out. Sails out of play. Now, you know those hips don't lie. And when the hips don't lie, you don't get any punani when you draw against Osasuna, particularly when it is all your fault. I mean, PK is a veteran. He should know to keep his hand down in that situation.
In just the second half.
It's got to be said, tough one to go down to for any team when you see that. But the new rules being the new rules, Phil.
All right, 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left. Come on. Osasuna on the attack again. Broken up by Langley there. I mean, Langley earns that spot. I know Umtiti is a World Cup winner, starts for France, but you know, I don't know. France have Umtiti, Varane, and Langley. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. So they also have a situation there where they got 3 center backs that could all start.
You've got to learn. You see it in every league, in every situation internationally and at club level. This adjustment by defenders have got to be practicing that now.
Is it offside? 2 players in, and it will be.
Offside Osasuna. We are approaching the final minute here. All right, 1 minute left of stoppage time. Here we go. Let's get something going here. Something at all.
So you look at these opening 3 games.
Anything in this last minute would be great.
Athletic. A harder than it looks victory over Betis. And now a draw against Osasuna, where they had to come from behind and then surrendered a lead of their own. Not the first.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Lost my connection.
There's another look. There's a strike. No problem there for Big Ruben.
Fucking shit.
And that
all right, that's the end of the match. So no win for Barcelona. Another match where they gave up the first goal. That's not a good trend. Giving up the lead, no good. Ansu Fati came on, looked sharp. Arthur came on, looked sharp. I would look for the lineup to change for the next match. I don't think that starting 11, although I don't know. They won 5-2 against Betis, so what are you going to do? Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to get off. I'm going to do a recap video of this match, so please like the channel, subscribe, get ready for that. Thank you so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you for the next match.